Welcome back to GH Always channel. Today we will learn about the high-stakes confrontation unfolding in Toronto as Port Charles's most formidable duo pursues answers that could change everything. The Toronto Showdown. Sonny and Jason's dangerous pursuit. The streets of Toronto have become the latest battleground in Sonny Corinthos and Jason Morgan's relentless quest for truth. Following an intricate trail of clues meticulously uncovered through Brick's exceptional investigative prowess, the powerful pair has tracked down Salisky, the professional hitman responsible for the devastating attack on Sonny's penthouse. This Canadian confrontation, which viewers witnessed in the riveting March 28th episode, represents a potential turning point in the ongoing saga of betrayal and vengeance that has kept Port Charles on edge. Inside Salisky's nondescript apartment, the tension is palpable as Sonny and Jason stand face to face with the man who carried out what could have been a fatal strike against the Corinthos organization. The air crackles with dangerous energy as Salisky finds himself caught in an impossible position, a deadly dilemma with no clear escape route. The seasoned hitman understands all too well the unwritten code of his shadowy profession. Revealing a client's identity is tantamount to signing one's own death warrant. The impossible choice. Salisky's deadly dilemma. For Salisky, the options are grim at best. On one side stands Sonny Corinthos, a man whose reputation for ruthless retribution precedes him, making it abundantly clear that refusal to cooperate will result in immediate consequences. Sonny's ultimatum hangs in the air like a guillotine blade: speak now, and there might be a slim chance to disappear into the shadows, to start anew where neither Sonny nor his mysterious employer can find him. Remain silent, and Salisky's living room becomes his final resting place. The psychological warfare unfolding in that Toronto apartment speaks volumes about Sonny's tactical approach. By offering a sliver of hope, however unlikely its fulfillment might be, Sonny creates just enough uncertainty to potentially crack Salisky's professional resolve. It's a masterclass in intimidation, honed through decades of similar confrontations. When plans unravel, the impending chaos. What began as a straightforward interrogation is about to spiral into something far more chaotic and unpredictable. Sources close to the production hint at a dramatic escalation when Salisky, perhaps sensing the inevitability of his fate regardless of his choice, makes a desperate bid for freedom. The cornered hitman may reach for a concealed weapon, transforming the tense standoff into a violent confrontation in the blink of an eye. This potential firefight represents more than just physical danger for our Port Charles power players. It threatens to extinguish their best lead in understanding who orchestrated the attack on Sonny's life. The irony is not lost on viewers. In their determination to extract information, Sonny and Jason may inadvertently eliminate their only source of answers. The aftermath: strategic recalibration. Should the worst-case scenario unfold and Salisky meets his end before revealing his employer, Jason might initially view this as a devastating setback, a dead end in their investigation that leaves them no closer to identifying Sonny's would-be assassin. His pragmatic mind, always calculating probabilities and contingencies, may momentarily see only the loss of their primary lead. Sonny, however, brings a different perspective to the table. His intuitive approach to problem-solving, honed through years of navigating the treacherous waters of organized crime, allows him to see possibilities where others might see only obstacles. Even in apparent defeat, Sonny recognizes that valuable information rarely exists in isolation. If Salisky falls, his apartment becomes not just a crime scene, but a treasure trove of potential clues. Following the breadcrumbs, the hunt continues. The investigation won't end with Salisky, regardless of his fate. Every professional leaves traces of their connections, their communications, their movements. Perhaps a burner phone with partial messages, a hidden notebook with coded information, or even something as seemingly insignificant as a matchbook from a specific establishment could provide the thread that, when pulled, unravels the entire mystery. Moreover, Sonny and Jason might pivot their strategy entirely, using what they learn about Salisky to craft an elaborate trap. By leveraging the hitman's connections or identity, they could potentially create a scenario that forces his employer to reveal themselves, a chess move designed to bring their elusive opponent into the open. Racing against time. The hospital celebration. Adding another layer of complexity to this unfolding drama is the ticking clock. Sonny is expected back in Port Charles for the celebration of the new cardiac wing at General Hospital, a significant community event that his absence would certainly not go unnoticed. This time constraint suggests that whatever transpires in Toronto, it happens quickly and yields enough information for Sonny to feel comfortable temporarily stepping back from the investigation. The sneak peek preview reveals a telling moment between the two men, with Sonny confidently asserting that, "Maybe this trail hasn't gone cold." This statement strongly indicates that something in Salisky's apartment catches Sonny's experienced eye, a detail others might overlook, but that speaks volumes to someone who has spent decades read ing between the lines and seeing patterns in chaos. The bigger picture, an ongoing war. As this Toronto chapter comes to its conclusion, one thing remains abundantly clear. Sonny Corinthos is unwavering in his determination to identify and eliminate the shadow adversary targeting him and his family. This is not merely about revenge, it's about survival. In Sonny's world, leaving an enemy with the capability and motivation to strike again is not an option. The coming weeks promise to deliver escalating tension, as each new piece of information brings Sonny and Jason closer to their target. The question remains, when they finally uncover the identity of the mastermind behind the attack, will the revelation bring clarity or only deeper questions? Is this mysterious enemy a familiar face from Sonny's past, or a new player whose motives remain shrouded in mystery? Stay connected with GH always as we continue to analyze every development in this high-stakes game of cat and mouse. The streets of Port Charles have never been more dangerous, and the line between ally and enemy has never been more blurred. One thing is certain, when Sonny Corinthos declares war, no one in his path remains unscathed for long.